I'm just checking to see if y'all are up. Y'all ain't up. If y'all ain't up, I'll come back in the morning. But I want to talk about Jag. What's up, OMC? Let me turn this music down. Okay. Now, OMC, I don't know if you're familiar with Jaguar Wright, but she's been talking, and now all of a sudden, hey Tony, now all of a sudden she's in a hospital and she's saying that they're telling her that she can't leave unless they prove that she's mentally stable. What's up, Nelly? Um, I'm kind of worried about Jaguar now. I think they may have her where they want her. You know, it's weird. But first, let me get to the Gangsta Boo situation. Then I'm gonna play some audio from from Jaguar. She used a nurse's phone in the hospital, and she called Tokyo Tony, Black China's mother. So I'm gonna play that. But I want to talk about Gangsta Boo's funeral. Gangsta Boo had her funeral service recently, and DJ Paul didn't show up, and he was claiming that he didn't show up because usually when he goes to these funerals, the last one he went to, they were clout chasing and just trying to be in his face, which I'm sure they were. There wasn't many celebrities there. LaChat was there, and Glorilla was there, and there was a lot of publicity around Glorilla, but they were trying to play some audio, like an audio tribute or video tribute, because Juicy J, none of the other 3 6 Mafia people were there except for um, LaChat. So they were going to play a video of a tribute from Juicy J, you know, the other members that weren't there, but the videos would not play. There was something. It was a very nice place. It was a very organized place. I heard that place is where most people go to. It's type of like one of the elite funeral homes, but the technology was off, so they couldn't play any of the tributes. But and they were also complaining about how DJ Paul bought this really cheap coffin. But his response to that was that she wanted to be cremated and the family were gonna cremate her. So you know, it just seems like I don't see too much, or maybe it's just me, mourning coming from them regarding Gangsta Boo. Salute, Nelly. I don't think for her to be one of the day one members, I just don't see, like, it just seems like okay, she gone now, so that's a wrap. That's the feeling I'm getting from them. I don't know if they might have had their own private morning sessions, but it just, I don't know, y'all. It just seems off to me. But let me get to this Jaguar right thing here. Hold on a second. And another thing, if y'all are subscribed to me, they did have a falling out, OMC. Um, they did have a falling out, and they even broke up before. And they were saying that there was a little bad chemistry between her and Juicy J recently. But for their friend to have, their day one member to have passed away of an overdose on New Year's Day, I don't know. It just, shit is off, y'all. Everything is weird now anyway, nowadays. And then when you talk about it, everybody want to say you're just a conspiracy theorist. And it's not a title. I'm just looking at the truth. But let's go to Tokyo Tony and Jaguar. I don't know, y'all. This situation is. Let me see. I'm gonna just play it on here.
How you supposed to treat your brother? How do you think
Wait a
you treat
minute.
your brother?
I'm not gonna
You
play
supposed
it
to treat
on.
your brother and your sister good. You hear me? What you doing? You treat your brother and
I
sister
was
good
trying to
right
go
now.
live on my
What's in it, baby?
iPad, but they won't even let you go on StreamYard on the stupid iPad. They wasn't cool, Queen Juicy J and Gangsta Boo relationship. Yeah, I noticed that. There was a lot of talk behind it, but I don't know the details. But something must have happened for them to have this fallout. Because they were friends since children. Like, it's not like they just were friends to start a group. They were friends before 3-6 Mafia. So I just find it really weird that they don't seem too concerned about Gangsta Boo passing away, y'all. Not to me, but that's just my opinion. Okay, let's play this, y'all. We could get back to that if y'all want to, but I want y'all to listen to this from Jaguar.
Your sister good. You hear me? What you all right? So
So this Tokyo.
I'm gonna let her talk before y'all even start to pull up, because nobody's pulled up yet, but they will hear this because it will be a whole video landed. What do you have to say, Jaguar? I miss you. I love you. That's what I want to say first. I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad you're good. First things first, I want to give all honor and praise and glory to the God that I serve, the risen Jesus Christ. Amen. Because as much as I hate being where I'm at right now, being trapped in a mental hospital, not being able to access my own phone, get online, choose what I eat, or whatever the case may be.
Isn't that ironic that she was doing all of this talking and exposing, and now all of a sudden she can't get online. She doesn't have access to her own phone. How lovely is that for the people that were worried about what she was saying? Anyway, let's go.
I done met some really interesting people up in here. Told me and you about to open some group homes. Because I'm looking at what these girls got going on. And some of them, they hustling to stay here because they ain't got nowhere to go after they leave this hospital. Gotcha. That's why I'm here, Toke. I'm here because God said, see, this is what God does to me. He did it with me when I was in jail, and he's doing it now. He puts me in the place where he needs me the most, the place that I don't want to go. See, this is why I always say. I said this. I knew it. I knew it. I always run from what he's telling me. But every time he dropped me where I'm supposed to be, next thing you know, I'm sitting here talking to the directors. I couldn't sleep last night. A girl got up, started hollering, screaming, talking about they was coming to get her. People was coming through the walls. I jump up, I start praying over her. I call for the blood of Jesus over her. I got her to calm down. I started singing his eyes on the sparrow to her since I missed my aunt's funeral, and I couldn't sing at my aunt's funeral yesterday. And I'm sitting there and I'm praying over her, and we get this girl together, you know. Yeah. And then I'm talking to the directors, and they talking about how short-staffed they are, how under funded they are, how they don't have this, they don't have that. And I'm like, yo, this is what me and my girl Toke is really all about. And then I'm like, well, who do we got to raise the money and get the money to? They said, well, if we get it to the white man, it ain't going to come to us, it's going to go to the white man. I said, well, what if we buy y'all supplies? They said, well, the white man decides where the supplies go. It could go here, it could go somewhere else. I said, so basically what y'all saying is y'all need y'all own group home. I've been trying to do this for so long. Yeah, there's a millionaire that I know down here that's got some land with some empty farmhouses that can be renovated and turned into housing for these people. And they can learn how to farm, and they can learn how to be self-sustained, and they can learn how to do it on their own. And so we can make that happen. Me and you, we gonna raise $250,000, and we gonna get these homes up and running because of.
Yeah, wait till y'all see what she say. I just don't want to fast forward because I don't want to go past what she was saying. But wait till you see what she say.
I'm telling you, I'm sitting here looking at them. I'm looking at them right now. They in need, Toke. They in need. Now listen, when you were away, I told people that things were not. I'm still away, bro. Listen. Go yet. I gotta prove to them. I'm saying I ain't seen a doctor in days. They done had me locked up for 4 days. I haven't even been evaluated. I know. I know. Wait a minute, Toke. Listen. They got a whole court order that was set up by my husband. health services for Jaguar and Wright Johnson herein after called
Hey, Valerie.
proposed patient is pending in above reference court, and there also having been filed a physician's certificate of mental examination for mental illness showing the proposed patient has been examined within 3 days. Now understand this, I have been in hospital detention for 4 days. I have not been evaluated by a doctor, psychiatrist, or anything otherwise. More importantly, the beat down that I caught trying to save Solar from getting beat up by my husband, that left me with bruises.
KLC, what's up, Queen?
I have a sprained thumb. I have a sprained pinky. My ankle was sprained. I was never treated for anything. I was never treated for any of my injuries.
Don't forget to mention your husband's friend that beat you too. Don't forget to mention him.
Yeah, my husband beat me too.
And his friend.
The first time.
And his friend.
Yeah, he let his friend do it this time. He let his friend beat me this time. And it's funny because I talked to the police in DeSoto, and I told them that I wanted to file charges against my husband and his friend and the police officers that attacked me and that harmed me, because the police officers attacked me after I had been attacked and told them that I had been assaulted, and they just put me in handcuffs and George Floyded me in the Jaguar Big Lot parking lot. Now, anyway, moving right along, whereas the court has considered that application and physician certificate has been determined that the conclusions and beliefs of the applicant, and the applicant would be my husband, belief of the applicant and certifying physician are adequate.
So what she's saying, y'all, is that her husband has requested for her to be held in the hospital because she's a danger to herself and others. What's up, Shadow? Now, I've known in my own personal life people that were mentally ill, and I've known people who had mentally ill family members and stuff like that, and they can't get them no help to get them in the hospital like this. Even if there was an episode, like they'll keep them there, do the evaluation, and say they need X, Y, and Z. But for something this minor, where she was having a fight with somebody, she ain't stabbed nobody, she ain't shoot nobody. This is just weird to me. So it seems like as soon as she started talking about a certain individual, all of a sudden this whole thing, it's just the timing is crazy on this. She just got her Philadelphia network where she was planning to, like, she said, I could be free now. I don't have to be censored. I could talk however I want to talk. Now, all of a sudden, she's locked up in a mental hospital. And they're saying that her husband is the one now. It could be that he feels like she wants to leave him, and he doesn't want her to leave him and be with this guy because she might think that she had a situation going on with Solar. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Valerie. I know someone that has been denied multiple times, and they have been aggressive and combative. Exactly. They will deny you. You know how many people have mental people in the house that they're not educated enough or qualified enough to deal with, and they won't find them anywhere to go. So all of us, they just going to keep her in there. That's what I'm trying to figure out, if the husband is the handler. So I'm going to play y'all what she says. Then I'm going to play y'all what the husband said and see what y'all think, because I can't figure this out for nothing. But what I feel is that she's being held because she's been talking and they want to control her and shut her down. Now, just like OMC said, that's the same shit they did to Kanye. Every time Kanye got to talking, where did he go after he was talking? This is the only time that I've seen that he wasn't in a hospital, somebody's hospital. But let me finish it so she can finish describing what's going on.
Supported by the information presented, and whereas the court has hereby determined that the certifying physician has stated his opinion, and it is detailed, and its detailed basis. So let me get that straight. The physician that testified in court where I wasn't present yesterday said that he examined me. I never talked to him. I never spoke to him. I saw 3 different doctors, and not one of them could look me in my eye when I asked them who was paying them to keep me there. Whereas the court has hereby determined that the certifying physician has stated his opinion and its detailed basis that the proposed patient is mentally ill, and has further immediately determined that said proposed patient, and proposed patient is me, Jaguar Wright, presents a substantial risk of serious harm to self or others if not immediately restrained pending a hearing on probable cause. Now, therefore, you are hereby ordered to take the person of the proposed patient into protective custody and immediately transport such person to Dallas Behavioral Health Hospital, where said proposed patient is to be detained according to law pending a probable cause hearing or upon further order of the court. Herein fail not, but of this order make due return to said court, showing how you had executed same given under my hand this the 17th day of January 2023. I can't even read the judge's handwriting, and there's nobody else's name on this thing. My husband's name ain't on it, the cop's name ain't on it, the doctor's name ain't on it, just my name and a signature from the judge who never met me. I had no representation, no lawyer, no nothing. I talked to no doctor. Today is going to be the first day I speak to a psychiatrist. And they're going to evaluate whether or not I sound sane or whether or not I'm insane. You know what they said the whole time they had me over in Charleston in the hospital?
What they say, baby?
Keep her door open because she's going to hang herself. Keep her door open because she's going to hang herself. They said.
Now, this sounds like a setup, y'all, to me. Like they trying to set it up to make it look like this girl is crazy. And why are they telling her to keep the door open? Because she's going to kill herself. She's not suicidal. She didn't see it coming. Listen. She didn't see it coming because the only way, y'all, unless she did see it coming, and maybe that's why she let Solar in. I don't know. I can't figure out the husband, because if the husband is her handler and he is working with these people, he's very, very calculating about it. It seems like he has passive aggressive behavior, and since he was in the military, they might know how to control him. I don't know, y'all, because y'all know he's mentally unstable. He has to take medicine. I think her husband, maybe both of them could be a part of the play. Maybe Solar and the husband. It could be so many things, y'all. It's so dangerous now just to be able to be real and speak your. You don't have freedom of speech anymore. You get to talking, and let me tell you something. I don't care how crazy they want to say Jaguar is. She must not be that crazy. If now they want to snatch her off the street and shut her down and don't want her to speak. So she must be saying something that's true. And no one ever sued Jaguar. No one sued her for defamation or anything. But you know what, OMC? You know what? She basically really wasn't saying nothing that other people wasn't saying. She just got on several social media platforms to do it. And she was consistent, and she filled in the details. But everything she was saying, everybody was already suspect. Everybody knew he was on that list when during the pandemic for Epstein's Island. Everybody was talking about Jay-Z. Everybody was suspect, but she's just filling in the holes. Now, one thing she said that I never heard before, and I've been listening to a lot of things, is the Big L situation. And as soon as she mentioned Jay-Z being involved with Big Al's death, that's when all of this shit went down too. And she got the Philadelphia network, and she said she was going to speak more about it. Yeah, she's saying things that's been out here. She's actually basically confirming it and filling in the details. Because everybody knows when Clarence Avant Weiss got shot in a home invasion, that was really strange to me. I'm like, how she get shot in her home house in the Beverly Hills? Like, I think she took the oath at a young age. OMC. A lot of them take the youth at a young age, and then, or not at a young age when they're green and they don't really understand the industry. And then when they start to understand it, some of them get disgruntled. Some of them feel like they're trapped. And some of them just go along with it. But she's one of them that was disgruntled. She kept the secrets for a long time. But when the Roots, the guy died from the Roots, I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. But he was one of the original members of the Roots. He was also the most creative, she said, of the Roots. And he passed away when he was sick. I think he had cancer or something. And he was reaching out to them. They wouldn't give him no medical coverage. They wouldn't help him. Everybody was ignoring him. So she got angry when he passed away, and they were trying to say rest in peace and give tribute. Not Questlove. Questlove didn't pass away, but it was one of them. Questlove is still alive. But the one she said they were the ones that wrote the most. He was the one that passed away, was the one that wrote most of the lyrics for their most successful songs. Malik B. After Malik B passed away, that's when, and her son got killed. That's when she started to talk. The situation with Clarence Avant's wife didn't make no sense to me, because I was saying, why? How is it she just get shot? Is it because he got to pay something back, or he never gave them anything back? Clarence Avant for his. But then she explained it. She said they were trying to scare Clarence Avant because they wanted Clarence Avant out of the way so that they could have full control of the industry. That made more sense. But nobody would have known that part if it wasn't for Jaguar. Now I'm going to play some more of this audio. Then I'm going to look for the husband's audio, and I'm going to play what he said.
The same thing about Aaron Carter before he died, didn't they?
You ain't going to die, baby. I'm on it, baby.
Listen to me, I know I'm not going to die.
I'm on it, baby.
To see how many views I got. Why would I kill myself when I'm killing the game? Thank you, man. I said, why would I kill myself when I'm killing the game? So I'm telling everybody on YouTube right now. Yes, sir. Okay. Orange juice would be fantastic. I could use a vitamin C. Or the apple. An apple. An apple a day, they say. An apple a day, they say. Amen. Thank you, Miss Tony. I'm sitting here on the phone with everybody on YouTube and my girlfriend Tokyo Tony. You know the Black China? The Wild Kardashian baby mom. This is my friend.
I don't know, y'all. Seems like the strong women that's trying to step up, they're getting cut down too now. And they started out the year with Gangsta Boo. Because they already scared of the masculine black man that holds true to his heart and remains and keeps his integrity and won't sell his soul. But now they're going after the women too. Let me go to this interview that the husband was talking. Give me a sec, y'all. Give me a sec.
Channels, the full interview.
I should have kept.
Yeah, that's what's strange about it all. Let me see.
Jaguar Wright response. He just put it up yesterday. They be putting up so many videos. I think this is it.
Blacks don't mess around. People following y'all. Yo, that's crazy.
Wait.
Black, we different from 90. You speak more about them people following y'all. Yo, that's crazy. They tell you how to move.
Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning.
We different from 90. You speak more about them people following y'all. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm telling you for real, bro. We're stuff from Houston. I'm military. The military teaches you a lot, especially when you go into theater. They tell you how to move and how to operate. So you know, you can tell other operators. I'm gonna tell you right now how we know folks following us. New Year's Eve, we was in Houston, right? We had to get out of there because something didn't feel right. You can go on Philadelphia TV Network and check out the New Year's Eve diary. You understand why shit didn't feel right. It's in on demand under the diary. The diary entries. Excuse me.
No, this is the one I wanted.
It's not always about the internet. People dealing with line, bro, and I get the blame for everything. You know what I'm saying? Daily.
Okay, this is what he's saying going on. Hold on, y'all. I lost, there you go.
She yelling and hollering at me. Tell me to pull up the car over. So I pulls the car over. I'm not arguing with you. You want to drive? That's cool. All right, cuz. All right, bet. So, tells me to pull over. I pulls over. Meanwhile, mind you, we running behind schedule. I need to get back to the house to take care of me. As everybody know, I'm a veteran. I deal with PTSD. I have mental illness myself due to combat. My anxiety is very high. So the VA has prescribed me medication that I need to take every day. I stick to that regimen. Now all these sporadic dips and dashes because folks is on our ass. I rise with it. We make a plan to get back in town so I can get my medication, so I can be operating it at maximum. Right. You know what I'm saying? Maximum efficiency. You know what I mean? That gets sidelined. That shit gets sidelined, bro, and I get the blame for everything. I eat it like a man's supposed to. Right. Now we sidetracked. Now we gotta go here. Now we gotta go there. Now we gotta sit with your homegirl for 4 hours, and you talk down about me, telling them that you should go find you another piece of dick. You know what I'm saying? To go fuck and shit because you're not in love with me no more and all this other bullshit and downgrading me and disrespecting me and shit. Nigga, I go outside to get peace. I started working on the network.
Can y'all hear this clearly?
All right. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. Keep subscribing. I'm gonna still post some shit. I'll run that shit. Thank y'all for y'all support. I'm trying to put the podcast up so y'all can see this crazy ass shit. Right. This real shit.
Cool, OMC.
I ain't got no reason to lie. I'm not famous, you know what I'm saying? I'm only famous because I'm married to her, which is soon about to be over with. Damn, man. Because I'm not dealing with this shit, nigga. Nigga almost died twice last night, nigga. Right. They pulled me out my fucking house, nigga, hands up. I just got off the phone with these bitches, nigga. Esau, mother, female cop screaming, what he got in his hand? All I heard was click, 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 click. Why y'all taking the safeties off? I start praying, Lord, if this is my last day, please forgive me because I want to see your face, God. Wow, man. And you know, this definitely. And as soon as I finished that prayer, fam, another cop said, that's just his phone. Stand down. Y'all bitches about to kill me? Right. Because y'all got an anonymous caller said that a veteran's walking around his house with a pistol, about to say he's gonna shoot himself and kill everybody else. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't get wild out before, but I was on my medication. Nigga, we was asleep. You left us to ride around with this bitch ass nigga. You left your fucking family. We ain't been home in 2 days. You leave your son and your fucking mama and me to ride around with this bitch ass nigga. Right. Yo, if my phone die, I'm gonna charge it up and come back. Okay. All right. But yo, They got Sam outside. They got me outside. And I asked, where mom at? Oh, somebody else is in the house? Nigga, yeah, my 78-year-old mother-in-law. Nigga, what the? All right, nigga. Yeah, I'm back charging up.
Okay.
Now, where I leave off at?
You said you prayed that because the female cop said he got something in his hand.
Yeah, so after I prayed like, Lord Jesus, please, Lord, if it's my last day, please, God, you know what I'm saying? Let me see you. Please forgive me for my sins. And if it's my day to go, I'm ready to go. I know I didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So they told me to back up. After I said that prayer, I heard another officer say, stand down, nigga, y'all about to shoot me, cuz? Because an anonymous tip who all of a sudden has my address and knows all this detail about me. Tell the cops that the address and everything, nigga. I missed 5 calls. I missed 5 calls from the cop because I was asleep. Sam was already outside. I didn't know that. So Sam had been standing outside for about 15 minutes in the cold. I answered on the 6th call. The officer said, Mr. Johnson? I said, yes, sir. This is Officer such and such from Cedar Police Department. Is everything okay? Yeah. Well, why y'all calling me? I'm thinking to myself, oh, shit, these niggas have got my goddamn wife. 1 second. I'm going to call you back. I'm thinking, shit, these niggas have got my goddamn wife, bro.
Damn, man.
Because I used to work for Texas Department of Public Safety. I understand the troopers' calls and often, law enforcement phone calls late at night like that, early in the morning like that. It's only for 2 reasons, my nigga. Either your spouse or your fam or your next of kin is dead. Number 2, nigga, they in the hospital in critical condition. You got to get there ASAP before they. So when I got that phone call, nigga, everything inside of me shook. I kept telling her, please stay. Let me take that nigga home, and I'm going to come back.
Right.
Her ultimatum was, if you give me the gun, I'll drop him off and I'll come back home. I'm not giving you the gun that's registered in my name. What nigga does that?
That's bad decision making.
But I'm a dumb country nigga. Let her tell it.
Damn.
Yeah, she got love for me, but she's not in love with me.
Okay. Could this be a relationship thing that's going on? Why he wants her to stay in the hospital? Because he feels like if she gets out of the hospital, she's going to be with this dude instead of him? And could that all be parlayed into a situation that these people could take advantage of? It's no way to pinpoint where this is coming from. He sounds pretty sane to me. He doesn't sound erratic, in my opinion. But hey, what does an erratic person sound like? What does a calculating person sound like? All I know is out of all this catastrophe, right after Jaguar started really going in and telling us things, all of a sudden now she's somewhere in somebody's hospital in Dallas and she doesn't have access to her phone and she can't get online. Now I'm going to play this out. It's not long. It's not much longer.
Has anybody ever thought about that shit? Did Nosy Ho ever release audio? Let me know in the comments if did she let out the audio, because if she did, why didn't nobody record it like they do everything else?
Somebody kept calling
I haven't heard the audio. Yeah.
Spill the beans on yourself, huh? Trying to get ahead of the power curve, huh? I'm not dumb by no means. The reason why that nigga kicked out.
You know what, OMC? Somebody in her position, I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody in Jaguar Wright's position, who the hell is she gonna trust to keep an eye on her? It's people. As soon as somebody gets offered the bag that's large enough, can she trust that person anymore? Like how do you get protection in her position? Because everybody wants some money, especially if they don't have none. So who could be trusted? It's hard to tell. Let's play this out.
Because he said he was scared. How does your husband know your location, bitch? I'm her husband.
Right.
You got real death threats out here, my nigga. You don't think I need to know where the fuck my wife at? Is that at all times, bitch? Yeah, no wonder you kicked out.
You was talking about that too. People following y'all.
Is that where she got the scratches from on her fucking arm? That she blamed me for? That I blacked out and did? Never blacked out, bro.
Could you speak more about them people following y'all?
Yo,
I mean, that's crazy.
I'm telling you for real, bro. We're stuff from Houston. I'm military. The military teaches you a lot, especially when you go into theater. They tell you how to move and how to operate. So you can tell other operators. I'm gonna tell you like right now. Stop calling me. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Somebody kept calling him.
I served in Operation Iraqi Freedom Second Wave. I was 19 years old. I turned 20 years old in the fucking war zone. I retained a lot of shit. How to move, how to operate, how other motherfuckers move. You have to understand your enemy to fight them. They taught me a lot. Thank you, Uncle Sam. I'll never forget it. It's one thing you'll never get out of me. You can't beat it out of me. You can't torture me. You can't. Nigga, that shit retained, my nigga.
He was combat in the military. He gonna tell you. He gonna talk about it now.
I earned a top secret security clearance. That's all I'm gonna say about that. My job, as y'all see on my hat that I used to wear, that I'm not wearing now, Signal Corps. I'm a part of the Signal Corps. That's the communications of the Army. It's a lot of shit you can learn.
Right.
A lot of ways to find motherfuckers too. But anyways, especially your wife, who says she's going somewhere and ends up somewhere else. But I love her. I'm supposed to forgive her, right? For most I say.
Up to you. Yeah, that's up to you. That's totally up to you.
Right. I don't be.
It ain't none of our business. It ain't nobody else's business,
nobody else's business.
Nope.
You damn right. Nobody else's business. So why the fuck is this motherfucking nigga that we only know for 2 fucking weeks, my nigga, come in our life and you fighting for this nigga?
Yeah, that's the part that I'm struggling with. That's fucking crazy.
Why the fuck is you fighting for this nigga? I've been in your fucking life for 4 fucking years. Are you scared that I'm going to hurt him? That's understandable. Because the the wind blow, if the wind gusts is fucking 2 miles an hour, that nigga's flying like a kite.
Mm-hmm.
If I punch that nigga one time in the chest, nigga, his shit caved in. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, no. And why are you jumping in the way telling me to fight you? I'm not going to fight my wife. You are a woman. Get out the way. Respect me as the king. Move.
Mm-hmm.
On the interview, cuz.
Yo, for the people that saying is, you gotta understand something. When Goomba did this interview with us, it was later on in the live because we was doing a live about something else, and Jag had got arrested.
I think they had some problems, maybe some personal problems in their relationship. And, Jaguar's always being around him. I think she found somebody else to be around. I don't think it had anything to do with any intimacy between her and Solar. Solar just happened to be someone that she could escape from him from. Not necessarily that he was doing something so terrible to her, but maybe she just wanted a change of scenery. And she just needed to, I don't know, because she was under so much pressure. But he doesn't sound, I don't know. It sounds to me like he's really hurt because he did start crying at this in this interview. I think he knows that maybe Jaguar doesn't want to be with him anymore. So he could be being spiteful by keeping her in the hospital because then she can't make any moves. Does that make sense to y'all? But is that orders that he's being given, or did these people take advantage of the fact that this happened? I don't know. How are we going to tell? It's really not really too much you could really gather from none of this, yo. Maybe if she comes home and she really gets to speak, there's so many different scenarios it could be here. Well, let's finish listening to what he said.
So we switched over to that, and then Goomba came on like hours later after we was already on live. So a lot of people didn't see this. When Jag got arrested, Goomba hopped on our live before he did anything with any other platform. But it was later on in our live, so a lot of people probably didn't watch the full live.
Facts, OMC. We do need to hear more from her. This was actually Night and Day Network. They was talking to him, and they had put the post up later. So when they say Goomba, they're talking about her husband. That's his nickname, Goomba.
We did because he came in like hours later, and it wasn't the title. You know what I'm saying, that it is now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I'd rather, play it for people that missed it. A lot of people didn't see this. So, you know what I'm saying? But before this, about to get back into it. But before we go there,
you can't sleep. You got post-traumatic stress syndrome from being in the hood. You got all this crazy thing.
Guess what the queen do? No! Let go of my shit.
It was later on in our live, so a lot of people probably didn't watch the full live we did because he came in like.
You got something to roll up?
Okay.
All right, bet.
I'm trying to get more info on the husband, OMC.
All right. So, yeah, cuz, wanna call me a fake gangster in front of this nigga? Do all that motherfucking shit? I'll show you fake gangster. Don't let that nigga come across my threshold. If I can't, nigga, I walked in my fucking house, this nigga in my bedroom.
Wow, hell no.
Nigga, you got 10 fucking seconds to get the fuck out of my house before I commence to whooping your ass. Guess what the queen do? No! Let go of my shit. Get off of me. Please unhand me. Off my threads, lady.
Yeah, that nigga shouldn't be that.
Okay, it sounds like he's mad because he's a dude. I think if Solar was a female, maybe this wouldn't have transpired. But Goomba's looking at it from a husband's perspective. You bring this dude around me, blah blah blah. Where Jaguar is trying to get some more people around her, some more allies around her. So it could have been a jealousy thing. But this was the perfect opportunity for whomever to move in. Now, I haven't heard much anymore from Solar, but his story was totally different. He said that they pulled out a gun on him, that Goomba pulled out a gun on them while they were in the car coming back from Louisiana. He put them out the car and all kinds of stuff he was saying. So it's hard to believe you got 3 different stories going on here. So, I mean, if these people want to move in on her, we're not even going to really know what. Listen, let's finish playing this.
Carbon nigga.
And I gave a nigga fair warning too. You don't know who the fuck watching my house. They call me OG around here. Niggas got a lot of love for Soldier, aka Goomba.
Right.
Head. Thanks, fellas. Curry gang.
Right.
Seize up, cut.
Right.
Yeah, I much respect to these motherfucking streets. I might have ain't done a lot of dirt like these other niggas, but guess what? I have that fucking knowledge of how to help you clean your shit if need be.
Damn.
Like I said before, matter of fact, it's Sean David way shit. Shout out Sean. Shout out King Payne. Shout out everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said in Sean David way, I'm a nigga with a whole bunch of skills. I have a certain set of skills that the government trained me.
Right.
They can't take that out of me because they ain't got that shit in my DNA, nigga. They took what the fuck I knew, wiped that shit out my motherfucking head and built me up as a soldier, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know.
See, and this is what we were
So
talking
back
about.
to what y'all was asking me about, how we know fuck was following us. New Year's Eve, we was in Houston, right? We had to get out of there because something didn't feel right. You can go on Philadelphia TV network and check out the New Year's Eve diary. You understand why shit didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
It's in on demand under the diary. The diary entries. Excuse me. But yeah, we was right on the highway, bro. And I noticed some shit. I mashed the gas, did some maneuvers. And notice these niggas in these two fucking Jeep Wranglers. One was gray and one was red. The gray nigga was on the outside lane. The nigga in the red was in the same lane as us, but 3 cars behind. So if you know anything about tactical maneuvers, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you know how to spot a tail, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't think he learned.
So I noticed this shit. I didn't say nothing to her. I mashed the gas. Why are you driving reckless? Everybody heard her say I drive reckless. I drive reckless for a reason. I'm a combat driver, nigga. They taught me how to drive in fucking war. That's a certain set of skills. To miss big ass potholes and IEDs that's in the fucking road to make sure your crew stays alive.
Mm-hmm.
At 19, I'm 38 now. You don't think that shit's still embedded in me, nigga? You know what they taught us? Look for the pink rabbit.
Wow.
So I wait and look for the pink rabbit. And when I spot the pink rabbit, I evade or I eliminate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I know that folks was following us, bro. And also to understand that motherfuckers was in lobbies and shit, waiting to see us. Bro, we couldn't even get out the fucking car. Our family walked up. The young lady started crying. Oh my God, Queen, King, it's really y'all. My kids will know the truth.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you talk. Are you good?
Basically, you was her protection while she was out here, you know, on all these platforms, basically spilling the beans on high profile individuals that have connections and money.
But we just now found out got his personal plane fucking around with cartel folks.
I seen that.
He talking about
seen
Jay-Z.
A white boy reported on that shit from a politician, he said a political op that's been watching this so-called person that's up in the echelon. I ain't gonna say your fucking name. I ain't my motherfucking wife.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no problem with you. But don't touch mine, bro. Please don't. Please don't. That's her truth. She wants to spill her truth. Let her spill her truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's her truth. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Cause I don't need you niggas coming trying to knock on my door or try to send some fucking ops to me. Once again, nigga, I scan the tree line, cuz. My army motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. What's in the tree lines? Put it in the chat. What do we need to watch out for in the tree line? Put it in the chat.
And so how they end up
See,
in that?
it's a lot of people in the comments going, Jag needs to stay in the hospital. And a lot of these platforms that I've been on talking about Jaguar, you got a lot of people saying she's mentally ill, she needs help. So all of this plays a part in the reinforcement of the story that Jaguar's mentally off balance. And that's one of two things. That could lead to them saying that she became so depressed that she offed herself, or it could lead to them saying that the things that she's saying is not true. She was delusional. You know what I'm saying? So I do respect her husband for standing by her and letting her do this. This is not some everyday something out of the whim. You could, I want to do this. No, this is her going to war with the industry. And he was standing by her. This is serious, y'all. You see, he said they came out of the restaurant and some people ran up to them and somebody said, oh my God, it's really y'all. My kids will know the truth. People don't even know how important that is for our kids to know the truth, so that they don't live in the illusion we was brought up under. So I don't know. I'm really worried about Jaguar. I hope that she gets the hell out of that hospital. But I'm worried about the husband too. And what part is Solar playing in all of this? Because they was just fine before he came along. But to be fair, like I said before, she could have just needed another outlet. She could have felt that she needed more allies besides just her husband. Due to the problems they was having when she doesn't want to be around him, she'll have another set of people she could be around and feel safe. What y'all think? She needs to do more interviews so people can see she's of sound mind in case they do try to offer. Yeah, I think that's why she called Tokyo today and spoke to Tokyo this morning. But how often is it going to be that she could get somebody else's phone? Because they took her phone. She don't have her phone. So I just wanted to jump up here and play what I had heard earlier and see what y'all opinion of it was, because yep, he is part of that Nature Boy cult. Yes, he is. Yep. And that Nature Boy cult, there was a lot of accusation and a lot of things going on, a lot of accusations and a lot of things going on that people don't know about unless they study about that cult, carbonization or whatever they call themselves. But I'm going to go back to Jaguar, let her finish. I think she has some more stuff she was saying.
She can't get on the phone. Well, can you just say hi to everybody and tell everybody I'm all right and I'm not losing my mind in here? You ain't losing your mind.
Hey, praise God. Praise God. Thank you, doctor, nurse.
I love you, Miss Tony.
Yes. That's right, baby.
As soon as I'm done, sweetheart, please stop pressing me. I'm on live right now. Thank you.
It's all right, Jack. It's okay.
I'm going to get ready to get off the phone. Now
Nope.
listen to me.
I'm listening, baby.
Listen to me.
I'm listening, sis.
They trying to set me for it. I don't know if somebody paid my husband to come for me. I don't know if he just got jealous because he started seeing how irrelevant he is in my life.
I said all of this on a...
And I don't, and now because I'm building the team, see, there's so many people that are qualified to do so many more things. See, it's been he and I all of this time. It's been no one else. I shut the whole world out because I didn't want anyone to see that he's the one that's actually mentally ill. The funny thing is the hospital that I'm sitting in now, if you go back and you look on my Instagram feed, around like August, September 2020, when he went crazy and I had to get him out the hospital and he was coming home and King was a pup and all of that. I was picking him up from this very place because he was about to blow his brains out in the car. Now, see, what people also don't know is before last Saturday, Friday, when we were coming back from Shreveport, Louisiana, the gun that I just bought him that he told me I'm not allowed to touch, he was waving around in me in Solar's face, asking who wanted to shoot him and who was going to shoot him doing 110 miles per hour.
I was on the phone with you.
I almost had to jump out the car.
I was on the phone with you.
Oh, yeah, you was on the phone because I called you and told you I was hitchhiking back to Dallas if need be. My husband's crazy. He's a veteran. He's crazy, but it ain't just a veteran. It's the simple fact that he's inbred. You know, and people don't realize when people are inbred.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing.
No, I'm not lying, folks.
No, I'm
his
sorry.
father, the man that he's named after, isn't his father. His uncle is his biological father because his mom was fucking her uncle, her mom's brother, and got pregnant by him. And then they tried to sit there and pawn it off on the man that she's married to now.
This is getting deep. Did y'all hear what she said? She said that her husband, Goomba, was a product of her mother, his mother, sleeping with her uncle. So when she says inbred, she means that her husband was born out of an incestual relationship between his mother and her uncle. Now, he has a good explanation for driving erratically, but she said he was driving 110 miles per hour and holding and telling them which one of y'all is going to shoot me. They both have two conflicting stories. But she said what I said. It could be that he's jealous and he feels like she's going to leave his life. And it's been them two alone for so long that he's acting out because of that. But let me let her finish speaking.
A bunch of babies and all make it look good. The man's name still ain't on his birth certificate. My husband pushing 40. See, when you're dealing with incest, there's lack of impulse control. See, there's too many of the same markers. There's too many of the same alleles. There's too many of the same. And see, they come from that native blood. And you know those natives, they like fucking their own. You know those Native Americans, they like fucking their own. They do. And that's what my husband come from, and people don't know that. I didn't know that. We was only together for 21 days when he insisted we get married. And I've been dealing with all of this for 4 years now. The beatings, the hiding it, you know, because I'm just waiting for him to get himself together, trying to get him together, trying to pull it together. And now he done found a way to get me in here to try to make me look crazy so he can look sane while he makes excuses for one of his friends putting their hands on me and ground pounding me. You fucking right, I pulled my son's ashes out and said we can all die today. You fucking right.
All right, I get it. I can cap it all from here.
While he was beating on Solo, I was afraid. I gotta go, y'all, because it's time.
I'll finish from here.
I love you.
I love you too.
When the phone is free.
You already know I'm right here.
What y'all think about what Jaguar just said? Did y'all hear what she said? Which one can we say? It's hard to tell. But she is the one that's in the hospital now. And like I said, it could be a result of him being jealous and not wanting her to leave him. And while that happened, the elite crept in and saw their opportunity. Because while she was going through the episode, it was all on social media. Everybody saw when that was going on. Anybody who was watching her saw what was going on. So I guess we'll just have to wait this out because we're gonna have to see if they're gonna let her out of that hospital. And I just hope when she does gets out, if she does, I hope she gets out of the hospital. If she does get out, I hope she's around stable people in a stable environment because this could get real ugly. It could be that too, OMC. Look at how many different scenarios this could be like. he could say, well, since she don't want to be with me no more, well, you know, I don't care what happens to her. Because from what it sounds like, she don't want to be with him no more. She said he was beating her. She said he was having these episodes that she was dealing with. It seems like she married him pretty early. She wasn't in her right mind at the time. But both of them have history of mental illness. I don't know if Jag was mentally ill, but she said they had threw her in the hospital after her son passed away. That could have been because she was grieving her son. But people like to jump and say she has a history of mental illness, but they don't say that she didn't get in that hospital until after her son died. So that's not a history of mental illness. That's a reaction because her son got killed. So I'm gonna be watching this situation. As I get more updates, I'll be coming through here. But I see less and less people talking about Jaguar now. Like at first, everybody was talking about it. Now they're just regurgitating, saying that she might be in a hospital, or most of them are saying that she's been arrested. I don't know if she's arrested or she's being detained in the hospital for further evaluation. Those are two different things. Right, OMC. They could use that against her. They could use a lot of things against her right now. And that's where Solar, I don't know, y'all. And Solar just got quiet as hell. He ain't saying nothing. But I'm monitoring the situation. Anybody who speaks on it, I try to follow it just so I can see what's going on with her. But again, I'm going to say this again too. This is why people do not talk. Look at all you got to go through to say something. They want the last thing people to remember. Yep, it's her spazzing out. Because people kept asking why, when she was having that episode at the barbershop that landed her in the hospital in the first place, why did she keep aiming the camera at her? Right? Now, her son Sam said that he believes that someone did some type of voodoo or some type of spiritual something where they put a demon on her. So if she was possessed, it could have been the demon making sure it was recorded so that later on it could be used. I don't know how this thing works. But I know that when she was sitting in that car rubbing those ashes on herself, she did not look like she was herself, and her whole voice changed. It really did look like she was possessed. The last thing I heard about Kanye was that he got married. First they were saying Kanye was missing. Then they said he got married to some broad secretly. And I'm hearing that he's laying low. But he's good. But all of this stuff happening is taking our eyes off of Kanye. But he did say, before everybody was saying he was missing, Kanye did say he was going to shut up. He said what he was going to say, and he said he was going to shut up now. Who wasn't their self? OMC, what you this recording I just played, you think Jaguar wasn't herself? She did sound like she didn't sound herself, but I knew they was gonna come after her, but I didn't think it was gonna happen so swiftly. But this is why they don't say nothing. And this is why it's hard to get the public to understand what's going on, because not enough people are talking. But if this is what they have to go through to talk, of course they're not going to talk. They're gonna choose to go along with the agenda. Yeah, Jaguar. She said she rubbed the ashes on her because she was ready to go all out. But once she put them ashes on her, I don't know if it was her son's spirit in her. But once she did that, she just turned into a whole nother person. her voice and Solar talking to her like he was trying to snap her out of her hypnosis. Yeah, like he was her Svengali or something. Like for that time when he was with her, he was her handler. That's what it was looking like to me. And then when she told him, go get your phone, he just looked at her. He looked in the camera and said, okay, I'm going to go get my phone with this smile on his face. But he was just about to kill you. You getting ready to go back in there by yourself to get your phone? With a smile on your face? I don't know, y'all. It's just weird. This whole thing is weird. And it's hard to pinpoint what's really going on. And when there's a lot of confusion around a situation, you could best believe that's the best time for your ops to come in. When you're in a confused state and you're not settled. Solar ain't right. The husband ain't right. I don't know which one to believe. Because I was going for what the husband said on in that audio I just played. Because it sounded like he was but then she said a whole different story. She said he pulled the gun out on them and was telling them that, which one of y'all gonna kill me while he was driving 110 miles an hour. But he said he was driving 110 miles an hour because he felt like that somebody was telling them. Which one is the truth? I know that something must have started them having this altercation. It didn't just happen out of the clear blue sky. But anyway, as I said, I'm gonna be watching this situation because I'm worried about her. And I'd be worried about all these people that try to get up and risk their lives to speak to us, but half of the listeners don't believe them or think they're crazy, and then they just be left out in the woods. And these people come and they could do whatever they wanted to. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do my little research. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be some new information. He got his own issues bringing up the military. Everything is about the military with him, but he has PTSD. I think they gave him 100% for PTSD. So he has that military mindset. I have a few friends that's like that too, that was in the military. And everything resorts back to the military. When there's a problem, their minds go right back to the military. But that's because of the programming that they had to have to engage in combat. Even my dad, he was in the military for 36 years. He was in the Air Force, but I could tell my dad is programmed to a certain degree. You can't tell him nothing about the government. And he believes in politics so much. I can't even talk to my dad about politics. But I shall return tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna take my behind the bed up. It's 3:33. I'm always up all times of night now since I haven't been working. My sleep schedule is off, like it's just off. Regular hours. I was trying to listen to Swiper earlier. I just fell asleep out the blue and I just woke up. And I said, let me go live. Yeah, some of it is useful. Some of it really is useful. But my friends, a couple of my friends, they were snipers. So they have this type of mentality where if they feel threatened, they go in combat mode immediately, no matter what the situation. But I'm going to come back up here tomorrow, y'all. I'm going to go get some rest. Thanks for joining me. And if you have not subscribed to my Street Science channel, please do. It's in the community. Sometimes I post videos that I did from Street Science in the community. Please subscribe to Street Science. They won't monetize me on my Queen Lotus channel. So I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers on my Street Science channel. Okay, beloveds? Y'all have a blessed night. Thanks for joining me. OMC, I'm going to keep my eye on this situation. And I'm going to be popping up here. I know you're going to be watching too. You too, beloved. Good night, y'all. The rest of y'all. Peace and love. Dragonfly, peace and love, King.